What's up, YouTube? It's Joey Armstrong here today, and today we're talking about what happened. So it's been a long time since I've made a YouTube video, except for my drawing video that I posted a couple months ago, but it didn't have anything with me talking or whatnot. To start off, I got out of YouTube probably mostly because I wouldn't say I got bored, but I wanted to do more than just Power Rangers. And I think I just kind of felt for a while that my YouTube was just Power Ranger related. So I stuck with Power Rangers, and after a while, I just was like, I'm not having as much fun because I'm not just the Power Ranger guy. I'm not a Power Ranger guy only. I like other things like 3D printing, which you'll see right there. I actually made this helmet and the helmet next to it, and I'm going to talk about those in a little bit. So stay tuned for that. But first off, how you guys doing? It's been so long since I've been on YouTube and talked to you guys and shown my face and whatnot. I've gained a little weight, got a little facial hair, grew up a little bit, but yeah, so I think what I want to do is I want to revamp my YouTube channel. I apologize for those who just want to watch me as a Power Ranger guy. It's not going to happen anymore. I'm going to still post Power Rangers. I still love Power Rangers. It's always going to be in my life, but I have more interest and I have more that I want to talk about on this show. So with that being said, we're going to do 3D printing. I'm going to do like time lapses of 3D prints. I'm going to do start to finish videos of my helmets and whatnot I'm working on. My cosplay, which you can see right here, is what I'm working on. I have a leather jacket back here for my cosplay. I'm going to start talking about my cosplay a little bit more. I want to start doing helmets from the beginning to the end, recording and showing you guys the process of how to do that, because it's really not all that hard if you just want to put a little work into it, and it's a lot cheaper than buying a helmet off of somebody, which nowadays a lot of people sell helmets for a lot cheaper than what Anarchy cost back in the day. So I mean, it's up to you if you want to get into that rabbit hole or not. 3D printing I find is amazing, but it is a learning curve, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, guys, what have I been up to in probably the last 6-7 years? I moved in with Chris for a while on for Super Reverie. You guys know him. You guys love him. So I moved in with him for a while he was in law school for his last year. And then whenever he got out of law school and moved on in his life, I moved back to Georgia. So clearly I'm back in Georgia now. After that is when I probably stopped doing YouTube a lot. I got a job working as a cabinet maker for a while. So I would make cabinets and whatnot. And then when I turned 21, like the day before or after my birthday, I got a job in a warehouse making tires and stuff. So that's where I currently work. I've been there for almost 5 years now, 25 now, almost 26. So yeah, guys, it's been a long 6 years. I got married last year. Me and my girlfriend, fiance, and then wife at the time, we finally got married. We had a Harry Potter wedding, which was awesome. She's a nerd just like I am, and you'll probably see her on my YouTube channel eventually, because I might have her do like some videos with me and whatnot, because she's into a lot of same stuff I'm into. We actually watched the first 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin. We started watching Zeo, and now we're on Turbo, but we took a break and watching other shows right now. So she might be on there to talk about TV shows with me. She might do other things that are in my hobby that I might need her help with. So you'll get to know her. Her name's Cheyenne. She's wonderful. But yeah. So what else is there? Like I said, I got into 3D printing. It's very fun. It's really awesome. So this helmet right here, you guys should know it. It's SPD Red. And this actually isn't a helmet for me, even though I'm actually in love with this helmet. It's the only helmet I have had the most trouble with. And that's just because of my own stupidity and, just certain things happening. And I do have the logo right here for it. It detaches and I'm working on it separately, but then it hooks into it and it'll get glued in place and stuff when it's done. But yeah, so it's coming out really nice and smooth right now. I don't have it fully sanded down, but I'm gonna wet sand it in a couple days when it stops raining fully, and then it's going to get its first coat of paint on it. I think I'm going to do white or black first. I'm not really sure, but the extra layers of coats of paint is going to help it have extra layers of protection. So if it does start to chip or something, you won't just see this ugly gray underneath. And yeah, so I'm going to work on that. I had this helmet done once almost, but I was so excited about it. I didn't let the paint dry between more than a day or two, so it didn't fully dry and it was wet out and stuff. And I learned a lot about painting from just this helmet. It has a magnetic back. One thing I will note is you don't want to hold it from the magnetic back. It can hold weight on it, but not a lot of weight. Like, I'm not touching it, but it can't hold a lot of weight, and if you pop it a certain way, it'll pop off. So it's gonna have elastic bands on the inside where it connects, so you can pop it up and it'll pop like this. And that way, if Chris ends up grabbing it like this on accident, not thinking about it, it won't fall and break, because I've done that. Because I printed this in pieces. A lot of people think you need a big printer. No, I printed a lot of this on my Ender 3, which is a really tiny printer, which was my second printer, because I was having trouble with my big printer at the time. But it was cut. You actually can see one of the cut lines right here. I cleaned it up to the best of my ability, but I don't want to clean it too far down because that's extra stability on the helmet right here. So I'm going to put padding on the top so you won't even see it. Plus, when the visor's in here, you won't see it anyway. But it'll also be more comfortable for Chris's helmet. So it was cut there. It has a cut all the way around the sides, which you can't see because I've been bondoing and stuff. But it's nice and smooth. One of my favorite helmets that I've done so far. And I've done a Red Ranger helmet from Mighty Morphin. I've done a Psycho Ranger helmet, which didn't come out all that well because I was kind of getting annoyed with the helmet because it didn't print properly. So it's not 100%, but it still looks pretty cool. Psycho Black. It needs to be cleaned up. It has a lot of dust on it and stuff. And I never clear coated it, so it's got scratches. So I'm gonna have to probably repaint it, or I might just leave it in my my display case as a battle damaged one. My Red Ranger helmet, I did a battle damage for. I'm going to do Psycho Red next because the paint that you see on that helmet right there is really nice and metallic. It doesn't do it justice right here because this one's weathered, but the old one isn't weathered before I weather it down, and the paint's beautiful. So it's going to be on my Psycho Red helmet. But yeah, so I'm really excited for Chris for this helmet. It's really nice. It would fit my head, but I have chubby cheeks and stuff. So going into the back, and I've tested on everybody's head in my household, and it fits, just doesn't fit mine because of my head. But if it wasn't for that cut right there, I should have cut it all the way up, but I didn't want to ruin this I worked really hard on getting this really smooth, and I didn't want to cut it all the way through the top. But 3D printing is not hard. I'm going to go through the whole process on my computer and whatnot once I learn how to screen record, which I think with Zoom and stuff, I can screen record because of it. I just have to do it in 40-minute intervals. So that's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about this helmet. I can't wait to show you guys the finished product. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of film on it. So because I wasn't thinking about restarting YouTube until recently, and I finally just told myself I got to do it. So I hope you guys are excited like I am to be back. So I'm not gonna get super into this one because it's not fully done. I gotta wire the battery pack in a little bit, but it has LED lights, so the eyes glow really nice. They look kind of blue with that black, but these are actually white LED eyes. Either way, they look really sick. And this one is just elastic, so it just opens and closes, and it's pretty good. It wiggles a little bit when it's upside down, but I wouldn't be upside down, so I don't really care. But I love how the helmet came out. It's just beautiful. You can't really see all the brightness of the red that was on there because I did a lot of black wash on top of it. But I love how it came out. And another helmet I'm working on that isn't going to get much love right now because I really want to get Chris's done, but it's going to get some love in a couple weeks, is Wild Force Red. Beautiful, beautiful helmet. I can't remember who did the file on this. I think his name's like 3D Ranger Commissioner or something. I follow him on my Instagram. I'll put a link in the bio for him. But he makes some beautiful helmets. I got a couple more helmets from him that I'm really excited about. That I'm gonna be printing soon. Quantum Ranger, Lightspeed Red Ranger, and Go-Kai Red, or Super Mega Force Red that you guys might know him as. So I'm working on those. Really excited. This is kind of what a raw print looks like. I normally print them in blue. So like this is just access supports I haven't gotten to clean off yet. I had a failed print, so I learned how to continue a print and then weld them together. It failed on both sides, and you can kind of see where that little lip below the lip. This it has some primer on it just so I could see some of the scratches while I was waiting for this to print so I could work on it. Just haven't had a lot of time. But one of my buddies on Instagram, I'll link him down below too. He does really good work on helmets and stuff. And I'm learning a lot from his videos, and me and him message all the time on Instagram. He's a really cool dude. Check him out. His link will be in the description. I don't remember how to say his Instagram name, or I would. Sorry, buddy, if you do see this. But yeah, guys, so I'm really glad to be back. I'm going to also do other things besides 3D printing. I'm going to do movie reviews. I'm going to do more Megazord reviews, maybe Harry Potter one reviews, because me and my wife are Harry Potter fans, and we just went to the Universal Wizarding World. So, and we went with Chris. So it was really awesome, really great. And I'm going to have Chris on my YouTube channel soon, hopefully, if he's down for that. He's having trouble with his YouTube channel. I'm not going to get too much into it in case he might want to talk about it later on, but he can't get logged into his channel. That's why you guys haven't seen him. He didn't forget about you guys, and he really wants to try to get logged back in, but YouTube's kind of not the best way to try to figure out how to get back into your account. He needs his old cell phone number, but he doesn't have his old cell phone number. It's a big ordeal. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to do that. James is going to teach me how to play some songs on guitar, so I might record those sessions because I think it's funny when somebody who's really good at something and somebody who's not really good at something, and they're learning and they're just having fun and goofing off. So if he's down to help me with that too, we're going to record some of that. Oh, and Pokemon. Big into Pokemon right now. James got me back into it. You can actually see behind there, I have Pokemon cards in one of my displays, and this is my Morpher display up here. Sooner or later, I'll be moved in front of this or in front of my other shelf. They're both right next to each other. All this stuff behind me is my wife's. Everything from this forward is mine. So I just got to clean it up because it's really messy in here, which you can kind of see. Yeah, but it happens. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do pack openings, and I might even get James to join me on some pack openings, and anybody else who's into Pokemon in our friend group that wants to do pack openings with me. I think it would be cool to do like pack battles and stuff where we open up packs and see who gets like the best rare or ultra rare or rainbow rare or all the other rares that I'm still learning about. I actually bought a booster box recently, which is somewhere back there, of Chilling Reign, which is the newest set out. The next set coming out is basically, it's called Evolving Skies, I believe. I bought a booster for that. That comes in August. So I'm going to do I'm going to do the booster box opening of that on the YouTube channel. I'm going to try to do this at least once a week, but with work, some weeks I'm only off Wednesday and Thursday and I'm busy those days. So I'm going to try to do like short videos on those weeks, even if it's only like 5-10 minute video. Also another 3D print that I have. This is my, and this is kind of what it looks like when you're filling it in. So this is spot putty and stuff. I also have Bondo that's going to go over it and stuff like that. I'm just trying to get rid of some of the line work so I can build it up without having to take too much detail out. So this will be my chest plate right here. And then I have a neck piece that I bought off of somebody. And I'm going to, I'm trying to get it done by September, but I'm not sure right now with how work and stuff's going. But yeah, guys, so that's basically what I've been up to. Sorry that it's been so long, guys. You know how crazy life gets. I mean, it's not that I want to be away from YouTube. It's just that I get busy. I'm also gonna do I might do like Minecraft Let's Plays and stuff, or any kind of video games where I can get Chris and James and Rudy and all my friends on gaming and see if I can figure out how to record that and stuff through my computer, because we just always have fun and a blast. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to do Minecraft videos. Oh, started a podcast with Chris and James. It's called We the Nerds. It's on Spotify, Apple Music. It's on Anchor, which is who we use and who we're sponsored by. It's just starting out. We're only 2 months into it, and we got 8 episodes out, I believe. They're really cool. It's just really cool to like get to know Chris and James more, because I mean, even though we're all really best friends and close, we there's not stuff we just are like, oh, we talk about it. This week's episode that I just posted was it was on a playlist. We did a playlist with each of us picking 5 songs, and it starts out with Chris's 5 songs, and then James's have a lot of really good instrumental in it. So then his 5 go, and then we end with my 5, which ends with the song "Drive" by Incubus. If you haven't heard it, check it out. The playlist is on Spotify. It's called We the Nerds mixtape number 1. If you find our podcast, then it will be it'll be on there, and we I'm gonna link it down below, and you can find the playlist through that. We have an Instagram and a Twitter, We the Nerds Cast, and then we also have and cast as CAST, like podcast, and We the Nerds is all one word with it. And then we have an email, we the nerds jcj@gmail.com, James, Chris, Joey, JCJ. And you can send questions and all that there if like you want to get your question for us asked in the future episodes. You can email us there, or you can message us on Instagram or Twitter. We also take questions there, and we have like a little mail time segment every week where we pick 3 random people and answer their questions. Or if you just want to have a statement or something on there, like if you didn't agree with something, like some of James's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle the movie and stuff like that. So we get some hot takes where I talk about how I think the Turbo movie is better than the Mighty Morphin movie, stuff like that. We do have a Power Ranger episode on there already. Next week is going to be Captain America Civil War, talking about that. Yeah, guys, there's just so much going on. I hope you guys enjoy. I will be back on very soon. I'm not sure what my next video will be. I don't really have any packs to open right now, so I might just do a top 5 or so. Or maybe I'll talk more about 3D printing, or maybe I'll start my games. There's going to be so many categories, and eventually I'll probably have a schedule where I'm like, this week we're going to do this week we're going to do that. Maybe I can get 2 episodes done in 1 week. It just depends, because this is my first video, and sorry that I'm rambling. It's been a long time, and it's already a longer video than I meant to make it. But yeah, please check out our podcast, and if you want to send Chris any messages and tell him how much you miss him or anything, wink, wink, Chris. I'm trying to get his YouTube back up, but it just doesn't seem like it's working. He's been trying the password, but it just isn't working, and YouTube doesn't have a place you can email them at, which is really dumb in my opinion. So we'll see how we can get it. If not, maybe I can get enough of you guys to convince him to start his YouTube over, and just maybe we can get him up to those numbers really quick. Shout out to Mighty Morphin Reviewer 97, I think is your thing. Sorry, buddy. I talk to him every now and then. He said I should start my YouTube channel back up, and I want to tell him I appreciate him, because I probably wasn't going to even start my YouTube channel back up, but he messaged me on my last video, which was a drawing video, which also will be on. I might do some more speed art drawings and stuff. So thanks, guys. May the power protect you, and I'll see you in the next one.